Before addressing this question, POEM, place of effective management, I have to refer to something called place of management. Uh, Place of management, a company is under the law treated as resident in a country where its head and brain is situated. Head and brain refers to those people in the board of directors of the company and key managerial personnel who are capable of taking decisions which are critically necessary for the purpose of the business of the company. In other words, in case the company has requisite qualification, experience, and expertise with reference to the nature of the business of the company, and these top management people, so to say, can decide on their own what policies are to be taken for the company's business. It could be said that the head and brain of the company is sitting where those decisions are taken, and therefore the taxing jurisdiction on the income consequent upon those decisions shall be in the jurisdiction where those decisions were taken. Contrasted with the situation, and let me take a practical example. The there is a Indian company which is the parent. It has set up a subsidiary, say in USA. The subsidiary is meant for promotion of sales of the product manufactured by the Indian company in India, which is exported to the subsidiary, and subsidiary is basically for market development and market penetration of that product. Now, the subsidiary should have people having enough experience to market the product, and they should be capable of taking their own decisions how best to penetrate the market, how best to develop the sales, how best to recover the debtors, how best to reduce the bad debts, all those things. It is possible that the inexperienced people or inadequate people are placed in the foreign subsidiary, I mean, and the management in India that takes all the decisions, and the so-called management of the foreign company subsidiary is simply detouring and following the directions of the Indian management. In that case, it would be said that the management of the foreign subsidiary is not situated in USA but in India. I have at the moment touched on the concept of place of management, whether in India or outside India. From here, the concept of place of effective management comes. Here, I have to give you a basic principle of tax law, which is substance versus form. It is possible that the people in the management of the foreign subsidiary, they on paper maintain documents, they on paper maintain board resolutions, they decide some business decision, and for that they maintain proper secretarial documents that board set together, board analyzed, deliberated upon a proposed plan, board after considering the pros and cons agreed upon a particular decision. All those things in form may be maintained in the office of the foreign subsidiary, but in reality, it is possible that the foreign subsidiary has just maintained the form of an independence of management. All the decisions were taken in India and they have simply carried them out. So here comes the concept of effective. On substance, in substance, the management done, the decision of management in foreign subsidiary was by foreign company, but in reality, it happened from India. Now, I would touch upon the distinction, and there are certain related aspects. it is not to be understood that a subsidiary is always a part of the foreign of the parent, and therefore a subsidiary is not a third person. The management of the subsidiary can always listen to the suggestions of the parent. The parent, they can always listen to the suggestions, they can always consider them, they can always defer to them. The question is whether the management of the subsidiary has taken an independent decision after considering suggestions from the parent company, or the management of the subsidiary company is incapable of taking the decisions on its own and it has simply implemented the decisions of the parent. So here lies a distinction between POEM in India versus POEM outside India. In simple terms, the foreign company management should not be a mere stooge of the Indian holding companies management. Now, having touched upon the critical aspect of POEM in India versus outside India, I would briefly touch upon the consequences. In case the POEM of a foreign subsidiary is held in India, the consequence will be that the foreign subsidiaries' foreign income will be treated as earned in India and will be liable to be included in the Indian parent's income. Now, this is easier said than done. It will lead to a lot of complications in the sense that foreign company would have suffered withholding taxes. Now, to give credit of them in India, the foreign company would be having maybe the debtors and creditors in a foreign currency. Now, all of them, when you have to consolidate with the Indian company, currency difference will be there. So there will be a lot of complications. But that is a practical measure. But yes, in case it can be established that the foreign subsidiary does not have independent management who is capable of taking independent decisions, the risk of POEM being attributed in India shall always be there.